And we are out here. What is going on, everybody? We're back for another fun installment of Hot 16's. It's been such an amazing time so far. We've had so many great guests. We've had musicians. We've had artists. Kickoff specials. You name it. We got to mix it up. But today, we're adding a new flavor into the mix of the Hot 16's guest catalog. Which is pretty fun. I've been trying to get someone like this out on the show for a minute, so I'm really, really excited for this. He goes by the name of Tze Mar, and you could kind of say it's like, what, Hispanic, like Raza, like Chicano rap?
You know what? It's a little bit more of like, vibey,
Yeah?
kickback, hip-hop, rap,
Yeah.
with some little flows, So it's a little bit more mellow, for sure.
Definitely, for sure. So you hear him speaking right here. This is no other than the man named Tze Mar. And Tze Mar, just kind of tell everybody where you're from, man. And, man, let people know where you're from.
Yeah. So I'm from, I was raised in Santana, also in Mexico, in a couple of different places in Mexico. I go by the artist name of Tze Mar. And I'm right here chilling with my boy, painting bigger pictures. Grateful to be here.
Shout out.
Yes, sir. So we've been Cali living for sure.
Yeah, we always Cali living for sure. It's really cool. It's interesting actually how we met. Shout out Game, shout out Personal and Diesel, Prolific Studios and Will. I was getting faded up. We were at an event back about a month or so ago. And I was actually getting a haircut. Shout out A-Dot. Be on the lookout for that episode too. Shout out A-Dot. My barber, he was giving me a haircut live at the show we were doing at Game Night back in July. And you would come up just kind of like infatuated, like kind of just interested, like what was going on, right? Yeah, and just like I tell everyone, man, like we always be trying to do everything. So yeah, that story unfolds from me telling the promoters to let's get my barber out there giving some fades at the show. That kind of was the vision because they had a tattoo artist. So I was like, man, like, fuck, people get a tattoo. People definitely get a haircut, So that's how me and Tze Mar met. And he came up and he was fortunate enough to, meet me and the Hot 16's team. And it was a great little time. And he had some friends out there that I got to meet as well. And now we're out here. We're doing the show. He's got music out. He's going to tell you about that throughout the show today. But we're just going to start from the get-go here. We're just going to try to kind of dive in a little bit with Tze Mar. We're going to learn about him and what he's got going on. He's got a single. I see you got a single coming out, on the 15th, right, of September it was?
The 19th.
The 19th it was, 19th. So for the first time actually in this episode, we're going to have a single tied to this episode. So just so you know, we're gonna get one of the singles out of his catalog, and we're gonna tie that in. We're gonna link that into this episode. So make sure, Spotify audience, you go over and you click that link, and it'll bring you directly over to Tze Mar's profile on Spotify, and you can listen to one of his singles that he has out.
Sixth single out, the 6th. So I'm grateful. My birthday is December 6th, so
yeah.
Shout out to Drake.
Six God.
Shout out to Drake, for real.
Yeah, no, definitely. That's dope, though. No, see, Six God's cool. Today I was working on some music, and I was ripping a Drake beat. I was ripping an energy instrumental.
Shout out to 3-6 Mafia, too.
Hey,
you remember that.
Dude.
3-6 Mafia.
Of course, man. 666, Juicy J, Project Pat.
You know what? I make a reference in one of my songs called Came From Nothing.
Yeah,
kind of make a reference to 3-6.
Definitely. I actually, I've been listening to them back since like 03, 04. I had just told this story actually on a recent episode. We had a friend that would take an iPod and it had a bunch of music. It had like 3-6, Afro Man, and whatnot on it, and we would just listen to that on the bus when we were going to school. Yeah. And together we would all take turns like hopping seats and stuff on the bus and be listening to that. But man, man, 3-6 is legendary, man. I finally remember when I had referenced 3-6 when I had moved to Santa Cruz and I found someone that was listening to 3-6 Mafia. I was like, what? Fuck, no way. Fuck, someone's listening to 3-6. Like, hell yeah, for sure, So 3-6, no, they're they're definitely goated, and it just man, Juicy J's out there killing it. He's like half owner of Taylor Gang with like Wiz Khalifa and stuff like that. I love those two. Those guys are funny. They got a good album out that they just did. I got a single I'd always be banging called Try It. That's a good one. You go check that out. Try It by Juicy J and Wiz Khalifa off their album Stoner's Night. That's a good one if you're just looking for a good little kind of hustle. Like, look at me, yeah, I'm hustling, get my paper type banger.
Big shout out to them.
Yeah, for sure. But Tze Mar, though, we'll dip back in here. So where are you currently residing here in Southern California? Like, where you, what are you claiming? Not claiming, but where are your stomping grounds here in Southern California?
You know what? I stay a little bit everywhere. So I'm everywhere. You can find me in LA. You can find me in Santana. You can find me San Diego. You can find me, I mean, pretty much anywhere. You know, I got mad love for all these different cities out here in Cali. You know, there's a lot of talented artists, a lot of talented people. So, you know, definitely out here in California, different places by the beach, you know.
For
Catching
sure.
the vibe, being the vibe.
being the vibe is always like the best thing. Yeah. Have you when you say you got love though for all the cities, have you ever been able to get up north? Have you been out towards Frisco? Have you been towards Bay Area or anything?
You know what? Not yet, but I met some people from out there for sure.
Definitely. Do you ever have goals or intentions to get out to the Bay Area and play some shows out there? Maybe get out to like San Jose area?
I would love to. Hey, if there's any venues out there that that want to have me, that would be dope. Shout out to Oakland for real.
Yeah.
I would love to. That would be great.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, I'm always trying to get some artists from down here on the show and just get their voice heard. I have a few people that be listening from out there, you know, and I'm always encouraging my audience to have a friend to tell a friend. Yeah. And it's great, man. I'm really impressed by your drive. You know, you've constantly been in contact with me, being like, hey, you know, look at this post, you know, or hey, I got this song coming out. Right. So I just figured, I was like, you know what, like I see consistency, so I figured, you know, it'd just be right if I brought you on, and I see that you have some music coming out. Yes, so what better time to get you out here on the Hot 16 show right before you got some singles coming out and you got some music coming out? There's no better time to get you out here to talk about that. And if you want to tell the audience, what projects do you have coming out this September, and is there any other projects after September that are coming out towards the end of the year after the September project?
Shout out my producer Neutron. Shout out to Matt out of Pinnacle Sound in Orange County. I have a single coming out on the 19th called Loyalty Over Love. So this song, you know, it's taken the longest to drop. You know, I've had it.
But is it like professionally, like you really put some love in? You have good people behind it, and you have like a studio you went to.
Yes,
it's
100%.
Not like you're just like, see me when I make my music. It goes from buying beats for a few bucks to recording it in the milk crate.
Man,
you know,
thank you for asking that.
Thank you. Like what's the quality of sound you're trying to give? Like, tell the audience like what is it taking for you to get? Like you just said, like you put in a lot of love. This is the long. Well, why has it been the longest track? It's because you're actually taking the proper steps to release a song to make sure it's going to have a good response in the end.
You know what? That's I've been thinking about that a lot, you know, because people drop songs with videos and sometimes, you know, you get caught up in life, you know, so I have a vision at some point to put out some videos, but this song, you know, it was the producer, you know, me and the producer and my featured artist, shout out Damien Royal from Santana, you know, we got in the studio, we put a lot of love into the song. We went hard at the song. We went like 2 times to the studio. Our producer, you know, he made the beat. You know, he produced the beat. He mastered it, and you know, it's something that you can definitely bump and listen to. You know, on a vibe. Yeah. You know, on a sunset or a sunrise.
Definitely.
You know, down the coast.
So, are you kind of going for those Cali, like, kind of like just like vibes, like Cali, like pop it in a tape deck, like kind of like you're chilling, like looking for the smoke track almost.
Yeah, something like. So this one goes like.
Spit just a little snippet for the crowd.
This one goes like. Oh man, loyalty over love. I pursue my passions and take action. Ain't losing traction. Oh,
there we
you
go.
know what I'm saying? Like, oh, so that's a little something. You know,
Yeah.
We ain't losing traction. You gotta stay focused.
Yes,
you gotta stay
definitely.
focused.
That's what we're trying to do here. That's what, like, I was disclosing to you before we got on the mic here for the show. I was telling you I got to keep everything in motion. You know,
Right.
I got like I'm starting to give to an audience and I'm building a crowd. Well, how do you keep a crowd? You
By
keep
being consistent.
you keep feeding them.
Right.
I treat a crowd like almost like a family. The content is the plate of food, and if the plate of food runs dry, then they're gonna go find someone else to feed them.
Right.
Just a little analogy, just kind of that I tell myself with consistency.
Right.
You got to look at it from different perspectives, you know, and that's kind of where I'm kind of seeing that, where it's just like almost like just telling people it's all good. You got to be loyal almost to yourself.
Exactly.
You got to be loyal to yourself.
100%.
That's what I'm kind of getting off your track, you know?
Feel that. You feel that.
Because if you don't love yourself and you're not loyal to yourself, then like why?
Man.
What are you gonna do? Because that's the thing. Sometimes these beats help me feel who I am.
Right.
When I'm writing these few songs, like when I've written the few songs I have, these beats help me find who I am.
Exactly.
It brings out the emotion in me.
Right.
Did that beat do that to you?
Honestly, it did. It did. You know, I really it's that one song that, you know, I kind of, you know, the mic was just, I was really vibing with the mic that night, and I remember that night, and you know, it's one of the songs that's like prolific, so gifted. I'm hitting switches, loyalty over love. You know, so it's like hitting switches, like, cause I imagine myself.
Is that kind of a play on words right there, almost like where you
lowrider?
Yep, I see that right there.
You know what I'm saying? Because
that's a good pocket.
yeah, you know,
It's
and
a good
it's
pocket.
like, you know, the things that we do, the way that we inspire people, and people don't even have to know it. Sometimes you don't have a phone. Sometimes you don't have something to record this with, and the most amazing moments happen when nobody knows about.
Well, that's
like the greatest connections, the greatest people that you meet.
Yes,
right? It's
yes,
like
yes.
there's no cameras around. There's nothing around, no mic, nothing, and you just meet people, and that's when you find out that's like, oh, we all have the same thought of wanting to progress.
That's what I actually touched on with
artists.
one of the artists we have here on Hot 16's that we sponsor, Mercutio X. I was talking and touching with him, and even when he was helping me make tracks, he inspires me, like, you got to keep doing it, and like, oh, are you writing it? Are you cataloging it? Because I kid you not, bro, how many times, like, even tonight before we got on this show tonight, I was spitting and I was working on, I've already forgotten it, and it just, I kicked myself in the butt. I'm like, fuck, man, like, I gotta have my phone out, or I gotta have my notebook out.
Right.
Because, just like you said, the best stuff isn't caught.
Exactly. The best moments.
Why is it like that? Why is it even in life, like, the best moments, like, say, for instance, like a hole-in-one playing golf, or like, or, you know, just like...
the best freestyle you've ever...
Oh, yeah, like, or the big...
Nobody's there around to witness it.
Or, yeah, if a tree falls in the woods, type of questions, like, why is it that life is set up to always end in a certain way? You know, why are things always so? It seems like things are repetitive, but there's only certain things that are repetitive, and they're repetitive for a reason.
Deja vu sometimes too, you know.
Well, time doesn't exist, so
right. That's why I wear a watch to remind me that
it doesn't exist.
That it doesn't exist.
Yep,
you know?
that you infinite.
Yeah, for real. That
just like Eminem's first ever EP, Infinite.
Infinity. Just made up a word right now.
He would have loved that.
Yeah.
Eminem I remember I watched an interview by Shady, and he was like, "Oh man, I just hate how people can't take words and twist and play with words.
There you go.
You can make rhymes out of words.
Infinity.
We're like, infinity. Oh, look at me. I just lost my virginity. Oh.
Damn, that must have been back in like, what, 9-6?
Ah.
With a 9, yeah. I don't blink, but I do drink. I'm sipping on that Henny. I gotta flip a couple of pennies. I gotta make these dollars. Got a bad bitch and she popping the collar.
Oh, acapella with Tze Mar and he's flocking the collar. Oh, yeah, there we go. Well,
I ain't flocking for $1.
Yeah,
Shit, I ain't never
shit.
It says something like, we ain't never switching up.
Never switch up. Never switch up. That's rule number 1. Don't be like Snitch 9.
Oh, shit. Damn.
Don't switch up like Snitch 9. Like
I think in general though, like just
like I know this sounds funny, but I just gotta say this. It's like the song that Stitches has, "She a Rider."
Never listened.
It's just like, I know that's corny to say, but there's a few songs I listen to. Shout out Stitches, bro. I go back to 2014, "Brick in Your Face," always be a classic in my book. Shout out Stitches, but yeah, no, he's got a song, "She a Rider," like she gonna take that brick and take that charge, but no, it just falls back on don't switch up. Like if you're gonna ride, you're gonna ride. You know, it don't matter if it's the dope game, the rap game, the friend game, the whatever you're doing with people. You make sure you are doing your shit. All right, back to it. Yo, but hey, we are catching a vibe though. We're off to a great start. You know, we're starting to learn just a little bit. He's got some music coming out, and that was Loyalty Over Love.
Yes, sir.
We got Loyalty Over Love coming out on September 19th, 2022. Is that on all streaming platforms?
You know what? It's gonna be on Apple Music and Spotify.
Okay, hey, there you go.
As well. YouTube
there
as
we
well.
go. Hey, we all gotta start somewhere. Just like with me, you know, we're on Spotify and Anchor. Make sure you tune in every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday with specials in between on special occasions throughout the month. So you never know. I do special drops. Like the whole NFL kickoff was kind of a special drop. You know, I'm gonna be doing things like, for instance, like I'm just gonna kind of give a little hint if I can do it. I've been thinking of drumming up of kind of squash beefs on the podcast, where I want to get, like, the first one I want to do is I want to squash a pizza debate. I want to get a manager or an employee from Domino's, Little Caesars, Pizza Hut, and Papa John's, and I sit them around the table. I ask them a group of questions, and pretty much, you know, eventually someone is gonna say something that's just gonna absolutely set the whole group off, where they're going to start dissing each other's pizza chain. I'm still, because I'm trying to bring humor into this eventually, you know, and I always try to bring humor into my guest with whatever topic we're talking about or whatever it may be.
I'd rather eat some enchiladas. Straight up.
How about we get some abuelitas on here and we have them debate who makes the best, like, tortilla or some shit.
Where the tacos at out here, for real?
Or something. Or where's the best birria?
The birria.
Where's the best birria? A gringo wants to know, where's the best birria at?
For real.
Sheesh.
Shout out La Super Birria, though. Super Birria has some pretty good ramen birria.
Ramen birria?
Yeah, low key.
Low key?
Yeah.
Where are these guys at?
Right there in Santana. Off of First Street. Yeah, they're it's pretty bomb, for real. Yeah.
Man, so how long have you lived in Santa Ana?
Well, I grew up there.
Yeah?
Yeah, I grew up there. So, you know, that's, you know, a beautiful city with a lot of culture, with a lot of hardworking people, with a lot of great artists. And, you know, it's where I grew up. So, you know, big shout out to Santana, Saint City, and then also, like I said, you know, also being in Mexico, like, you know, different places in Mexico, that definitely humbled me as a person, coming back over here and just being grateful
for what you have.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
100%.
Definitely. Yeah, and it's definitely cool that we finally get to kind of touch, like, into a different culture. Like, we've had Native American speakers, and we've had political activists and singers from different countries, singers from different parts of the states. But it's finally cool to kind of get, like, someone, like, just from a different background, you know, just kind of mix it up. So,
right.
But one thing I do like to do, though, bro, I am going to direct it here, and we are going to start to kind of dive into this. I like to ask all my guests, what are some of the artists that you're listening to? Because I want to dive in, and I always like to learn people that I host catalog. When I have music guests on, I always like to do this one. This is a fun one, and we get some good little fun little whip arounds. So what I'm going to ask you here, I've had people do, like, what top 5 all time, or top 5 what they're listening to, top 5 local. People have kind of made up a top 5, but this is the part of the show where I do it, a top 5. I always try to ask everyone. So it's kind of up to you. I am going to say what's your top 5 you're listening to right now, or you could maybe think of another one I haven't done. or you could just do it that way and keep it simple. It's totally up to you. But I'm going to ask you if you want to ask it or answer it.
Man,
What's your top 5 right now that's inspiring you and what you're listening to currently?
Whoa, that's a tough one. I be listening to a little bit of everything, to be honest with you. I go from like one thing to another. Yeah.
Yeah,
I like that question though. For real. Top 5.
Yeah, top 5 what you're listening to right now.
Like I was listening to Chicago Freestyle today earlier.
Okay, shout out Chicago Freestyle.
Yeah. What else would I I've been listening to Bad Bunny. Shout out to Bad Bunny.
You know what, my boy? Shout out my boy Sergio, aka Lil Bozo.
Okay.
He always tells me this. All the bitches love Bad Bunny.
Honestly, that's what I see.
And it's the truth, bro.
I've never seen, besides my song Loyalty Over Love that I've been bumping, like, honestly, this song, I would play it, like, I've kept it the longest, and I've played it over and over outside while I'm cruising. And then people come up to me and they're like vibing out to the song.
Definitely, bro.
Yeah.
But I just want to say,
You know what? Can I play the people a little
we'll get you a snippet. Yeah, but hey, let's get 3 more artists though. Let's get 3 more, and after that, we're gonna give a little snippet of his music. But let's get 3 more though that you're vibing with right now.
Man, honestly, shout out to King Lil G, man.
Hey, that one, No Face, No Case.
I'll be bumping his stuff for
sure, so
bro.
shout out
to King Lil G.
Well, it's funny. So you see right there, OKL. Shout out OKL. Shout out Clash. The second episode of the podcast. He actually grew up 4 houses down from King Lil G.
Yeah, I met King Lil G
out in Southgate.
I met King Lil G at Connected, and
humble.
Man, I was able to spit some rhymes to him, like they want to put us in cages, something. I forgot what the bars were, but yeah, shout out to King Lil G for sure, man, and his team and everybody there, like. Man,
and for the audience that doesn't know, King Lil G, he's like an underground he's an independent rapper. He's from Southgate, like Linwood area is where I guess you could say he's kind of like from, or where he grew up.
Yeah, that's like the hip hop shit. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's from out here. He's like underground LA. I heard of him before I had moved down to LA. But he became more prevalent, and the people I was hanging out with, a lot of people bump him down here. He's very, like, King Lil G is like, just like how, to all my people out in the Bay Area, how we listen to Andre Nicotina and Mac Dre. Like, King Lil G is one of those people, you know?
What? I think I saw Andre Nicotina live. I didn't even know who he was until,
shout out Nicotina. He's one of my favorites for sure.
Is he from Oakland?
He's from San Francisco. He's from the Fillmore district, yeah. Shout out to God, Khan.
Yeah, what else do I be listening to? I've been listening to a bunch of different stuff, like old school stuff too, like old school trippy stuff, like, just vibing out.
Like the Eagles, or like psychedelic rock.
Yeah, the Eagles. I mean, some like Doors, or some like Chicha Libre. It's called. It's like Psychedelic Cumbias.
Some cumbia banda.
Psychedelic Cumbias. Then I be listening.
Wait, hold on. Psychedelic Cumbia.
Yeah, for real.
What's Psychedelic Cumbia?
Psychedelic Cumbia is like more with like a synthesizer and like more like trippy, I think, than like your regular like upbeat cumbia that's just like made to dance. There's like
and is there like not a demand, but so in Mexico, is this a popular genre, or where?
What? It's based, I think they're based out of like Peru and Colombia, and like,
so it's South American.
Yeah,
Psychedelic Cumbia.
Yeah, for real.
So what do they? So they probably do some bomb shit.
Ooh, man.
Because you got to think like, okay, down in Peru and Colombia, and you got all those like really ancient cultures down there.
Right.
Okay, so that if someone's vibing it, I guess now I just learned a new genre, Psychedelic Cumbia.
Yeah.
That they got to be doing like some kind of peyote.
Something. Whatever they're doing though is amazing, because I feel like it's revolutionary to really know like just be
just to know who you are,
connected with the earth and with the elders. Any elder, it doesn't matter what race, it doesn't matter what color. There's just so much to learn from your elders. From the people who already
there.
And I feel like it's the people who are out in different places. Like, I'm pretty sure if you go out to Jamaica, or Jamaica or Peru or Guatemala or Mexico,
definitely.
or Brazil, and if you meet the elders in all these different places, like even if you go to, I mean, obviously, like all the different places in the world, you know, like with so many places in the world, like all these different places we can go to, like that's a possibility of all the different people we can meet, you know. And
damn,
yes,
that's crazy though to
right.
think that's a genre of music. You just said that. I'm like, wait, what the psychedelic cumbia?
Yeah, for real. Yeah, I'm really
Damn.
inspired by that. Yeah, by some psychedelic cumbias, by like, man, a little bit of everything.
That's
man.
crazy, man. See,
Yeah.
that's why I love doing this show, man. You get reactions like that. Fucking homies out here talking about that, but he does want to show a little snippet.
Okay, all right.
You said because you said you wanted to share with the audience.
Yeah. You guys want to listen? Let's share a little snippet right here.
Loyalty over love, I pursue my passions and take action. They losing traction, stuck your head in the bush.
So right here, this is a sneak peek preview of his track coming out on the 19th of September. Loyalty Over Love by Tze Mar.
By Tze Mar, tapped in. Whoa. And every moment I was into dreaming that everything was exotic. The music was melodic, life was chaotic and dramatic. What's going on around me? I'm finding my home. The 310-323619 to the 714. Top models all up in the street. Pop a bottle while she on the knees. She ain't begging for mercy, she just thirsty. It ain't even thirsty.
Oh,
I'm hitting switches, loyalty over love. Can you picture me rolling?
there we
Can you
go.
picture me rolling, you know? In a lowrider hitting them switches, you know? Oh.
There we go.
Yeah.
There you go. You
This is
just
the
heard it.
jam, though, right here.
You just heard the sneak peek. Loyalty Over Love featuring Tze Mar coming out of Santa Ana.
Yes, sir. Featuring, this song is featuring my homie right here.
What's your homie's name?
Damien Royal.
So this is a track with Tze Mar featuring Damien Royal
Yes,
called
sir.
Loyalty Over Love. And you're hearing it here
19th,
first on the Hot
the
16's
first.
podcast.
Yeah.
Coming out on the 19th, right here. Debuting
What up,
music.
what
What do you
up?
know about that?
Ooh.
What do you know?
Y'all are the first ones to listen to this song, for real. $1 Million Dreams. Oh. All right, that's a little sneak peek. That's a little too much.
Ah.
Let's bring it back.
No, but you heard it
Yeah.
first right here. No, so yeah, that's how we do it right there.
Dope.
Definitely.
Yes, sir. Cheers
So,
to that.
Hey, cheers to that right there.
Salud.
No, we gotta get it right. We gotta get it right
Yes,
here. So,
right here.
oh, right
Salud.
there. You heard that clang, because you already know we got something about Durang.
Hey.
Yeah, but we out here. We're having a good time. We got our guest out here tonight. It's been fun. We just learned about. I guess I got to look into psychedelic cumbias. I listen to banda and cumbias. You know what?
I like banda.
What? Some few songs that I be bumping because I am a pothead. Is
Have you listened to La Bandonona by Max Peraza? They got like a song that's like, Ojalá Dios ni siquiera una fe.
well, you got to show me that after we get off the set
That's
here.
hard right there. Yeah, that's some
Yeah,
like
I've been
love.
bumping Fumando Mota.
Oh, fumando
Fumando
mota,
mota,
mi vida se relaja. Entre más fumo, mi mente se relaja. Out of all the songs that you like, the guy that shoot of you happens to know it, man.
Oh, hell yeah. No, I actually, when I was working out, I was working in the warehouses out here, like, you know, being married to my wife and all that. I want to learn.
More about the culture.
Yeah, so I'm just like, I'm very infatuated with the music.
Yeah.
So I used to work with a lot of guys. Well, I didn't have control of that music, and that's what I would listen to 8-9 hours a day.
For real.
So I'd be like, fuck, this shit go hard. Like, let me get this shit. But those couple ones, that one I found on my own.
Man, yeah,
But-
there's the old school ones. Like I be bumping like
How do
Chalino
did
Sanchez.
I say that right?
I be bumping like Chalino and corridos like that, like Ariel Camacho. Then I'll be bumping some like, you know, some of the newer ones too. There's a lot of good artists, a lot of Mexican artists coming out.
Yeah, definitely. I've been fucking with it, and I definitely know after a couple cervezas that shit even sounds better.
Yeah, that shit sounds fucking dope. Yeah,
Yeah.
the banda, you know, like, it's a fucking vibe. You know, corridos aren't easy to like.
Are there any
they're not
corridos or bandas or cumbias artists that inspire you to make music?
Man, I think just like a little bit of everything, you know, just listening to a little bit of everything and like you know how most, you know, like it all relates to like my songs too, you know, like came from nothing, like I came from nothing, don't forget about me, never worried what the opposition think about me. So the opposition would just be, you know, not certain, you know, it's just whatever the opposition is, it doesn't matter what people think, you know, because there's always going to be some opposing factor there present, and whatever you're trying to do, somebody can be like hating on you, your neighbor,
and you don't even know it
on your grind. Like, no, you might know it. Might be like, what are you doing right there? What are they doing? You know, and so I just say, like, never worried what the opposition think about me. Like, it don't matter. You got to keep going, you know? That's just an example, you know? And it's like, as an artist, you present your work and whatever it is, even as a person, there's always somebody that's not going to like you for who you are or what you're doing.
I've done that my whole life. You know,
I respect, if anything, I appreciate other people, because, I mean, it doesn't mean that you like everybody, because, you know, that's also, I feel like, unrealistic, but I just feel like you respect everybody else.
Definitely.
So, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, going back to that, it's like, yeah, just grateful for everyone I've met through the journey of music, though, for real.
Dude, that's the same, bro. Like, I'm not able to do this and record all these amazing people up to this point unless I haven't, like, gone out there and, like, like straight up.
Me online.
Yeah, no,
we
we networked, we met in person.
Yeah.
Like I told you, I was getting faded up before my set. And
I just came up to him.
And that was that. It's just like the vibe that I give off is always good. And I've met a lot of people,
the same
man.
Vibe that I give off.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing, is like, you know, it's like we gotta be, so I think it's like progression, you know, it's all about
definitely,
you know, being progressive and helping each other build.
Well, networking. I talk about that with all my guests.
Believing in each other's
dreams. Supporting the homies.
Believing in each other's dreams, bro, because that's huge. I feel like that's huge.
Yeah.
You know, you believe in somebody's dream, and that's huge, bro. Like, we don't know, like, the impact that has
on
someone. It's like such a big thing,
just
you know?
Because you saw someone give you a like high five. Even
it's just so easy to hate. It's so easy to be a hater. It's so easy to be like, oh, that's whack, or criticize. And I feel like that's just so easy. It's just everybody can do it. But I feel like it takes a real raw
emotion
person, a person with passion, and a person with, like, love and drive, you know, to be able to inspire. Like, that shit is huge right there.
Yeah, definitely, it is huge. So, you know, we're out here, we're still going, you know, we're doing our thing. But we had just touched on that. So, do you have any shows, or is there, like, kind of like any, like, thing that you got, like, coming on, like, here pretty soon?
You know what? To be completely honest, I don't have any shows booked right now. I'm actually trying to get on live and do some more. I'm trying to set some other things up as well. Working on the new song also. But yeah, so at the moment, not any shows booked. I might be performing on Saturday in Hollywood at the Bourbon Room. Any of these Saturdays coming up, just look up at Something Dope's page, and check me out. I've done a couple of performances, but nothing booked yet, but something that I'm definitely looking forward to.
Definitely, and that's awesome. And it'd be really cool, man, if we could see you out at these Up Your Game, and we could see you out at these shows too, man, because I'd met you out there, and I encouraged you to get on, and I wasn't too sure because I was getting my hair cut, and, like, I had so much going on. I was running my booth, and, like, I had so much going on, so, like, I gotta encourage you, man, to, like, get out and, like, get up out to these open mics, man.
For real.
You know, like, you know,
big shout out to Something Dope and Jeremy, St. Pierre. I've been going to these open mics out in LA and Hollywood. So make sure you guys tap in. You know, every Wednesday.
Definitely.
Something Dope. I was also out in LA at the for sure. At Los Globos.
And was that a recent show that you just did?
Yeah, it wasn't too long ago. Like
yeah,
a couple
definitely.
of weeks ago. Yeah.
Okay, for sure. So with that show, did you release any new music? Did you make any new fans, or did you make any new networks or anything like that?
I definitely met a lot of great artists, networked with a couple of people, and definitely looking forward to more building more. With different artists, and
Definitely.
looking to be presenting my work a little bit more as well.
Definitely. And is there anybody that you want to shout out right now at all?
Man, my producer, the studio where I work out of, 100%, Pinnacle Sound. My producer Neutron, the homies that work out of the studio.
Yeah.
Everybody that's been a part of the journey for sure. 100%.
Definitely. No, that's dope. So with your production and all that and everything you got going on, is it like homie love? Are these people that you've met just like doing music? Like, are these mutual friendships? Like, how are you going about getting these?
It's just people that I met organically out.
Yeah,
by
definitely.
being out and once networking. It's like the biggest thing that's been that really changes everything is being able to network, get out there, meet people. And be able to do things. I feel like that definitely has made a difference, 100%. You do meet a lot of people who are out there searching for different things, and it's like, all right, you know what? I don't got time for that.
Yeah.
You got to put off a lot of things. A lot of people that come at you with like negative vibes, negative energy. You're trying to, it's cool. You have those days where you have fun.
Yeah.
But it's like when you're out there networking, you're trying to work or trying to get into that mindset where it's like, all right, I'm gonna go up on stage, like, or you might be tired even.
Yes.
You might have been dealing with a bunch of other things.
Or you might just be coming off a sick one, or you just might have did 5 shows.
Exactly.
It don't matter.
Whichever it is, sometimes people need their space, even though
you need to get your mental.
Even when
your mental needs to be right.
Even when you're out, like people need to take their space, their time.
Definitely.
There's a lot of people that come at you like sideways, so.
Well, it's just being able to know where you're at and who you're dealing with, and being able to put yourself in the correct position. Because I've had a couple instances already where I've learned real quick. You got to be careful, and
Facts.
Set the stones. Like, I look at everything like concrete.
Right.
And like anything, once you set the concrete will dry.
Exactly.
And if it cracks, then you got a problem.
Right.
I'm not trying to do that. Why would we do that in this modern day? It's like we need everybody more than ever. I don't stress this enough, and it doesn't matter.
For real.
Like, especially with COVID and everything, like, we need everybody more than ever. Like, whether
facts,
it be someone to talk to,
you cannot do this shit on your own.
There are people that do it by themselves.
Wait, but check this out though. Like, I feel like that's what people who like have like the like wrong the ill intentions. Those are like people who like bring themselves out that progression of being able to build and that unity that you can and the things that come from building with one another. I feel like
definitely
like you limit it because of greed and I feel like it's all about, it's like a lot of people are selfish, like it's for whatever interest you got to bring that value to each other. I feel like it's got to be mutual, like
the value not only does that
in your homie's dream. Like, I would have homies that would hit me up for a music video, and I would be like, dude, I'll come through. And I would expect hopefully the same thing, like for them to come through for the moment that I'm like,
everybody you see right here in front of you, that's exactly the energy I've given everyone here. I can tell you a story for 20 minutes about each piece you see in front of you.
I can't stress that enough, for real, loyalty over love, like.
And that's what his single's about, and he just preached that to you. You just heard it right there.
For real, like, you gotta stay loyal to one another too, like, you can't be.
And you guys can find that on Apple Music, Spotify, and YouTube on September 19th. He's dropping that single.
Shout out to all the Virgos.
Yeah, Shay, I got some. My
Virgos.
boy's got a birthday coming up. He a Virgo. I just had a birthday. It's Leo. Well, it was. Is it Leo season still? Or are we past that
No,
shit? Yeah,
we passed it, bro.
Yeah, fuck that Leo shit. Fuck that shit.
It's Virgo season already, bro.
Pinche Virgos.
Pinches Virgos.
I know, man.
I don't know about Virgo. Yeah. Where the Libras at though?
Where
the Libra ladies at? Where they at? The Libras.
Is that right now?
The Aries. No, those are just for me, for the Sagittarius.
This fool.
Yeah, nah, but
Damn, we're all
Shout
getting.
out
Hey,
to,
we're all getting all astrological or
the
some shit.
Zodiac, huh?
Don't be
For
telling me
real.
about your sign and shit.
Let me
What
bring
the
out the crystals and stones. Ah.
Hey, he's a studious fool. He's hella studious.
Astuto.
Pinche studious way.
Astuto.
Hey, we're
Shout
having
out my
fun.
boy,
Yeah, we're
for
having
real.
fun out here though. As Tze Mar
fun.
coming out of Santana, as he would say, aka Santa Ana, California.
Santana, like the artist, like, oye, como va? You know?
But he is coming out of Santa Ana, California. It's a nice little city out there in Orange County, out by Anaheim. Anacrime. No, shout out Anaheim. I love the Angels. Otani's my boy. He better win that MVP over fucking Judge. I'm fucking, if you're into baseball or anything, that Japanese fool.
Oh, Otani.
Yeah, that's my boy. Me and my girl, we went to a game this year, and when he got his AL MVP trophy, the guy that threw the new hitter for the Angels, we were there that night. That was the night that Otani got his trophy. My girl, oh, let's go. I'm like, nah.
You know what?
I'm like, nah, he's throwing a no-hitter.
The Angels got some dope ass,
They got Mike Trout.
some dope ass hats, some caps, some like.
They got
hats.
Mike Trout, and they don't know what to do with him.
For real, I used to be an Angels fan. For real.
Used to?
Yeah,
You
I
gave
still
up
am.
on him?
I still am.
Yeah,
I
never
still-
give
I
up on
still-
your
I
team.
still
You
love
like
the
sports,
Angels,
Tze Mar?
Honestly, yeah, soccer.
So
Yeah,
hey,
fucking
I'm
soccer
actually
heavy.
soccer is literally the only sport I never gave my attention to.
I
Shout
like
out
to
my
play it though.
well, no, shout out my boy Efren who got me into soccer. About Mexican teams. Okay, so he
Yeah.
roots Chivas, right? He
Yeah.
taught me really quick if I'm gonna be his friend. Fuck Club America. Is that
America.
is that facts?
Yeah, they hate. Yeah, they hate.
So
on
what
each
do
other.
who do you go for?
You know what?
Like Monterrey, Chivas.
No cap for fucking Chivas.
Chivas?
No cap.
Hell yeah. My boy would like
Just
you.
because it's like an all Mexican team, you know.
Yeah,
it's like
he
all Mexican team.
because
this
see,
and
I
this and
watched
that.
that.
So it's like, all right,
I learned
fuck
that
it,
there's
you know?
like 2 series in like soccer
Yeah.
where you have the champion from the year before.
Because everybody, all the other teams have like they call them extranjeros, right? So they
Yeah.
come out from like the UK or
But
other
how the
players.
how
so,
the
so the Chivas, they pride themselves on like just
Yeah.
having, you know, but it's, you know,
but with sports though, if we're talking about soccer here really quick.
I'd
but
rather go out there and play it though, for real.
So do you play in adult leagues?
I don't. Nah.
Have you been trying to get in any, or is that do you? I mean, like, how
It's
passionate
just
are you about
fun.
soccer?
It's just fun to play. It's just fun to
Is
play.
that your favorite
for
sport?
real. Honestly, yeah. I think it's basketball too.
So who's your favorite basketball team? I'm a Warriors fan.
Man, I used to watch the Lakers since a little boy, for
So
real.
shout out Kobe
Big shout out Kobe.
Shout out Kobe,
Like,
always.
Straight up.
and Gigi.
After that, I remember like getting the cable cut off. And then
no more Lakers?
And not seeing the Lakers no more. So I
Damn,
was like a little
Celia.
kid, all fucking bummed out, bro.
No more. Were you watching it when Shaq was on the Lakers?
I just remember like Kobe. you
That's
know,
it.
That's it. I just remember him.
Just
for
fuck
some
fuck
fucking
everybody
reason,
else.
bro.
Just
Like,
fuck everybody else, right?
He just stood
Kobe
out, bro.
only.
Yeah, honestly, it
And
was.
then you go to school, Kobe.
It was like Vladimir Guerrero for the Angels. Remember, like, or
Oh
like,
well, yeah, of
you
course.
know
Well, it was like Barry
you know what I'm
Bonds. It's
saying?
Barry
Like,
Bonds for the Giants.
type shit like that. You know.
Hey,
like,
Albert Pujols still's playing for the Cardinals. Shit, that
there
fool's
you
been around for
go.
like, fuck, Tom Brady.
Tom
That fool was in his 23rd
or
season.
Messi for Barcelona. For real.
Or fucking
Cristiano for-
Ronaldo. He's on what, Juventus? Or Juventus?
Yeah. Right.
That fool's a beast. So come on, Messi
Yeah.
and
All
Ronaldo.
these-
You know, there's a website that compares those two.
Every single move that they make, I bet.
Every
bro.
goal, assist, like how high they jump, what their highest, like,
Their whole moves and shit, all their moves.
because they
That's
want to.
crazy.
I mean, okay, right now,
people are obsessed, huh? Damn.
I'm gonna ask it the first time
honestly,
ever.
I could never be like that.
I need to ask
obsessed.
you who's
What's up?
who's better, Ronaldo or Messi?
Fuck, bro.
The first time I've ever asked that on the show.
Honestly, I feel like I just watched Messi play more. I feel like I.
So you go for Barcelona?
Yeah, I think I fuck with Barcelona.
So are
a
you
lot
just
more.
part of that generation of just like youth where you seen Messi as a young kid and then he went to
Exactly, in
Barcelona
Argentina.
and he
I
came
would
from
see him. I would see him play for Argentina.
Do you
when
think he still has enough juice in the tank to bring a World Cup to Argentina?
I'm pretty sure. Fuck yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Do you think in the not this upcoming cup or the next cup? He's probably only got 2 more cups in him, man. You got to think about age.
Maybe this one, probably this one.
Okay, so what other strong points on that Argentinian team?
I don't know, man.
See?
Shit, I don't even know.
When you
man.
think the
He probably
Argentinian-
carry the whole team,
Exactly.
bro.
When you think the
I just
Argentinian
think
national
Messi.
team,
I just think Messi.
when you think the Argentinian national team, who else do you think of besides Messi?
Honestly, nobody. I know there's
Exactly.
a couple of other players. I know. I just haven't been keeping up though. I just haven't been keeping up.
Damn, these soccer heads would like this shit. We're going off on the
Yeah.
soccer.
Oh, for real.
Shit, we might do.
I
what?
just remember that
We might
from,
do a
like-
World Cup special. When's that World Cup? That's 2024 or whatever in Qatar or some shit. We'll do the World Cup special. Probably, you know. We'll get some real down ass fucking soccer
I feel
people.
like it's like soccer. I can relate music to that. It's like a whole like run that you gotta do, and it's like you gotta
Physically
get
demanding.
to get to the point that
Yeah.
you're at, right? Because it's like since my first single, so I did my single Fortuna. So Fortuna is like Apollo in the cosmos, nurture, bow and arrow, Tutankhamun, emeralds, ancient pharaoh.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I just connect with like these different types of backgrounds and cultures, you know, from connecting with different people
Definitely.
and then bringing that experience
To
through
life.
them.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't gotta go to, you know, I don't gotta go to Africa to feel the vibes if I meet somebody that's from Africa, and I have met, you know, I have met people, somebody, you know, out in Venice.
Like you're trying to take your music that they've never seen with music you've never seen, and you guys
I met
mesh.
a homie from you know, I met somebody out in Venice from Africa. He's got a shop there in Venice, you know, and he's like, hey man, I can really feel the vibes, you know, I can really feel that energy. So, you know, it's like what I'm saying, like the references that I'm making, you know, it's like a reference to something else. Like you tap into like you're tripping out on that. Like I had somebody tell me, like somebody I met in LA, they were like, it was a woman that I met out in LA, and she listened to my music, and she's like, I really like Fortuna, and it's like one of my least favorite songs. Right?
I just talked about that with someone. It's the shit that, like, I was telling my friend with Logic, that song, the 1-800 song. He originally wrote that song for the Chainsmokers, and they were like, nah, bro, it's that's some deep shit. And then he dropped it, and it's his best song.
You see what I'm saying? Like
it's the shit that
yeah, they listen to different things, like.
But yeah, definitely.
Man, it's been a process. You know, it's been fun. I've done music for like about a year now, so it's been a year since
So this is all new for you?
All new for me, for real.
What made you pick up music?
Well, I've always had love for music, for real, since.
So then you're like, I'm gonna try it.
Since a youngin', like just being around instruments, just being around artists, like being around the mic, you know, hearing people sing, and it's just the
you were
culture,
intrigued by it.
and the culture too, you know, because it's like. Growing up Mexican, you know, it's like you see the banda live, right?
Yeah.
You know, you see people sing, and it's like, man, that's like, you get excited to see, like, what I was a little kid, you know, seeing like different artists, you know. And
So you're
guitars,
just trying to be someone, man. You're just trying to do the process.
Yeah, you know, because it's like the music for real would be speaking, you know. You just, and I'm not even gonna focus on like just one genre. I want to do different things with music. That's the thing, is like I want to do different things. If I'm out in Brazil and I'm, you know,
you want to be able to touch everybody.
I can imagine there being like a group of artists, and they just need somebody to say something, you know, to spit something on the mic, and it can be anything, something groovy, something poetic, something smooth, like.
You gotta, as I said, you gotta be a studious ass fool.
Yeah, for real.
Studious
you know, and it's like, and it comes from this small town. You gotta think about it, like Santana.
I mean, Santa Ana's not where I'm from, full 400 people. Santa Ana's got like, come on now, small towns.
I mean, it feels like it is, you know. So like, but also being raised, like I said, being raised in Michoacan and like Tijuana.
Well, that's different.
That makes a whole that like totally flipped my world, and I got to see a whole different world.
That's what I'm saying. So if you're out Micho or Jalisco or Guadalajara, wherever it may be in Mexico,
and Tijuana, like going up the hills,
Mexicali,
going up the cerros, like. I just remember all that, the beaches in Mexico and all that, like that vibe, you know, like I just remember how like mysterious,
how
and
much more grateful you are to be here than there.
And then like coming here and like seeing like how similar, you know, these places are, but it's like crazy how like right on the other side of the border is like extreme poverty, like people living like on like hillsides, like stacked on top of each other, like crazy.
Here they wouldn't. Like, no, you gotta have some flat ground to build a house.
It's like going to the Philippines, like that poor, you know. And it's like you go, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm pretty sure it is. I mean, I've never been to the Philippines, but
But I
mean,
know
you
it's just
like,
it's just a third world country because I haven't been to Mexico, but I've been to the border and I've been able to see the mountain that peer over the top, and you can see TJ from in San Diego. I mean, I know what you're talking about when you say houses stacked on top.
I've been there, like
the outlets.
been there.
And you can see the shit. I know,
bro. I've been there.
Yeah.
Literally, where you see that shit come like that.
It's literally the houses are stacked on
been
top.
there, bro.
Here. That's everyone. Oh, don't say.
Like, are you listening to what I'm saying? Like,
oh, I know, bro.
I've been there, bro. Like, it's crazy to really like be there, you know, and like remembering that in my childhood. So think about it, like just being a kid, being out there in the taxis with my mom in Mexico and Tijuana, and like all that stuff. You know, it's just, you know, it humbled me, and like she would go out to LA and like hustle, and go to the callejones and like bring back stuff and like just. And bring back stuff from like Mexico too, you know. So I mean, shout out to my mom for real. She was a cotton picker, like out in Mexico in Michoacan, like 5 years old, 6 years old, like going down to the Rio and like getting water, washing clothes, whatever she had to do, like. So it's like, you know what I'm saying. So,
shout out to Tze Mar's moms,
yeah,
hell
for real,
and the abuelitas.
Yeah, cause I remember actually my first ever memory is of my abuelita. First ever memory of being alive, like on this earth.
What was it about? What was that memory about?
We were inside of the house that I think now belongs to my tío, and we're inside of that house, and she was telling me to give her a kiss on the cheek.
Damn. How old were you?
I was like 4, like 3.
Just a little kid.
Yeah, 3, 4,
Damn,
5.
dude. You'll always have that. Remember that.
Yeah,
remember
bro,
that.
for real. So like, you know what I'm saying? Like just all that. So you know, just being able to bring that back, and like then growing up here, and making this music. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the trippiest part.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yo, but we're wrapping around here. It's been pretty fun. You've given your shout outs. You've said everything that you've wanted to say. He's got that track coming out, Loyalty Over Love, on September 19th. So y'all got to be on the lookout for that.
Yeah, check me out on Spotify.
He told you where you can find him. And make sure, hey, give everyone your Spotify handle too.
Yeah, it's going to be Tze Mar. So it's going to be TZE space MAR. Mar like the ocean. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And you heard
that
right
bro.
there.
I appreciate
Hot
that.
16's, aka PBP, and Tze Mar out here. He came out and crushed it today. Came out and we kind of switched it up.
Fortuna, the world is mine. Tears, one life to live. Loyalty Over Love, and Came From Nothing. Those are my 6 songs. You find them, go listen to them, fuck with them.
Yeah, and homie's out here trying to make a name for himself, and hopefully with future content and future coverage, you're going to be seeing him in some of the YouTube videos that we're going to be posting. We're now networking. We're out here doing our thing. Tze Mar, it's been a pleasure, bro.
Thank you.
It's been fun, bro. I've been able to vibe with you for about an hour. The audience got to learn a little bit about you, little different area of love with the guests. It's been a time with y'all. We're gonna let you do your thing or whatever the hell y'all do once you let me let you rest. But it's been a pleasure. It's Hot 16's PvP and Tze Mar.
Tze Mar live.
Live. And we out of here. Thank you for it.
Peace.